What's up? What's up? Welcome back, Philly Uncensored Sport Podcast. We talking Eagles talk. Catch us on Spotify, Facebook, YouTube. Eagles time. We coming off a loss that felt like a win in a little bit of a sense because just the fact that the young bull played so nice. I was impressed. I was encouraged with all that. But before we start about that, I do want to talk about something that happened in the media today. Something that came up that has to be addressed because we moved on from Carson, yes. But it was a lot of mud thrown in this boy name, and particularly cats like Tim was hating, talking about he a bad teammate. I heard, what's the dude name on ESPN? I can't remember the dude's
Adam Scheftner.
No, not Scheftner, but I'm saying he the one who dropped the story, but it was the dude who played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was saying, Carson, he a bad teammate. He let this come out a day before the game and a blah, 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 and all this stuff like that. Then come to find out, well, it wasn't Carson. Matter of fact, it wasn't even his agent. It seems like the boy Scheftner fabricated, or at least, I'm not going to say fabricated, I say embellished or added to this story that he was writing, saying this is how he thinks Carson.
Yeah, he put his opinion into it. He put his opinion.
Yes, there we go, Wayne. Thank you. He put a whole bunch.
He made an assumption.
He said y'all misconstrued what he was trying to say. His report.
So he made an assumption.
Yes.
What they say about assuming?
Exactly. So now everybody.
He made one out of him and Tim.
Yes, he did, because Tim was on a bandwagon hating, he a terrible teammate, blah, blah, blah. So speak on it, Tim. You ain't want to speak on it earlier. You was all in it when you thought it was a bad teammate. What do you have to say about that now? How about that?
All right. Y'all gonna give me a minute before y'all start rebutting?
Go ahead.
All right. Scheftner did come out there and he pretty much pretended as if, or he made us think that it was coming directly from Carson's camp. So people took it because everybody said, oh, he's a really good reporter, and they ran with it. And everybody put their little spin on it. However, I don't care. Because Carson Wentz is where he belongs, on the bench.
You cared last week.
No, I don't care that his name got muddied a little bit. Oh well, that's happened. That's politics. That's the NFL. We seen them do that with Desean. Remember Desean Jackson?
And you still holding your grudge about the Desean Jackson thing.
Exactly.
Absolutely, but it happened.
To the point that you glad he got money to screw the Eagles over.
If they screw you, then he get to screw them back. I'm okay. That's fair. All in love, all in war is fair. It's cool.
So, but my point is, you don't think it's disingenuous. You don't think it's nutty that you, along with everybody else, was hating off of misinformation?
Crap happens. It's called fake news. I mean, it happens.
Okay. But you know what normally happens when you have fake news? You rebut and you at least have the testicular fortitude to say, you know what, my bad. I jumped the gun and I overreacted.
Okay.
Like everybody else did.
You're right.
And started hating.
All right. In response to that real quickly, you're absolutely right. The lie about that was a lie about Carson Wentz. But let me tell you the truth about Carson Wentz. The truth about Carson Wentz is last year he went 9-7. The truth about Carson Wentz was last year he started the team 5. He started 5-7. He started 5-7. We was thinking going nowhere. It took the collapse of the Cowboys for us to get in the playoffs.
What's Jalen Hurts' record?
We lost.
What's Jalen Hurts' record? You want to talk records? What's Jalen Hurts' record?
Can I finish my thing?
No. Talk records.
You want me to tell the truth, so I'm telling the truth. The last 4 games of Carson Wentz of last year, he beat 4 bad teams. He beat the Cowboys, he beat the Redskins, and he beat the Dallas. You know what they all had in common? All 3 of them got their coaches fired, either in season or out of season. You want to talk about that? Their record was 3-13, which was the Redskins. It was 5-11, which was the Giants. It was 8-8, what was the Cowboys.
So Jalen Hurts better not lose no game this year.
Every last one of them games, because we're talking facts about Carson Wentz.
Okay. So Jalen Hurts, listen. So if Jalen Hurts loses to any of those teams, then you will bad
football, because he was a rookie.
Stop trying to put wins and losses on a quarterback. Because you're going to change your mind. You're going to change your mind like you did the other day once Jalen Hurts started losing. So stop putting wins and losses on the quarterback.
All I did was y'all wanted me to tell the truth, and I said, you're right. We're not going to tell
So you putting that loss, hold on. So you putting that loss last week on Jalen Hurts, right? Is that loss against the Cardinals on Jalen Hurts?
It's on his record.
Okay, so his record is 1-1. He's playing 500 ball. But my point was,
what did Carson play this year?
My point wasn't about Carson play. We already discussed that. We're not talking about what he did in the field. We're talking about a character assassination that was really nutty. And I just wanted to put it out there. Adam Schefter says this. This is what he says. And this is the nut stuff I'm talking about. He said it's all common sense. That's really what the story is. He's not happy that he's a backup. He's playing the good soldier. He's being supportive and he's not publicly complaining. But that's not changing the fact about how he feels, right? He doesn't want to be a backup quarterback. Who does? If he wanted to be a backup, you'll question the mental makeup of the man himself. That was the story. Scheftner said that Wentz and his agent did not tell him the information for his story and that he heard some things and asked around the league. Scheftner added Wentz has been supportive of Hurts and is still trying to help the team win. All right. So my thing is, he puts it out there and says this right before Jalen starts. Everybody immediately assumes that Carson Wentz and his agent put it out there. Schefter doesn't say anything to 3 days later. That's nutty to me. That's all I'm saying about that. We can move on past that, talk about the Eagles. I'm just saying that's nutty that you do a character assassination. Then you got the talking heads. Tim now has become a talking head. Talking heads like Tim, talking heads like ESPN. Oh, he a bad teammate. He put this out there a day before Jalen was to start. He trying to mess Jalen up, blah, blah, blah. When all I seen with my own eyes, and I talked about this either on the podcast or on the polo with y'all, Carson was actually over there sitting with Jalen with the playbook, looking at stuff, talking to him. Jalen asking him questions. He responded, yeah, look at that. He was being a very supportive teammate. So I think it was nutty that they tried the character assassination. Carson.
Where's your cape? Where's the cape? Is it in the back? Your cape.
Oh yeah, he my man. Carson, my man. I got much love for Carson. He good piece.
Okay.
Hey, Tim, what's Jalen Hurts' record?
1-1.
Okay.
And guess what?
That's great. 50%.
I guarantee if he was 50% and started all those games, we'd be in the playoffs right now. We would have our division wrapped up.
If a bullfrog had wings, if was a fifth.
Dallas week. Dallas week. This week.
Oh, so Jalen cannot lose this week.
We got no excuse to lose this game.
We'll see.
I mean, you need a game plan. You need to have players that's going to catch the ball.
Now the excuses start. Here we go.
Because I went back and I was like, y'all right. Y'all was absolutely right. I was wrong. It was me who was wrong. It was y'all was right. Y'all was like, yo, the offensive line not blocking. And I'm like, then I went back and like, y'all right. I like the receivers ain't good enough. I was like, y'all are right. It was me.
Guess what that A stand for, Tim? Guess what that A stand for?
Wayne, you was right. Do me. I'm wrong.
Nah, you ain't using that excuse now.
No, I'm telling you. Blame it on me. Put it on me.
No,
when y'all was doing that about Carson, I had all excuses. But now that I see it, I'm like, you know what? Y'all right. You were right.
Nope. I've been right. I'm always right.
You're right.
I told you that.
Except when you're going against me.
But I guess getting back to the game real quick. I mean, we talked about it a little bit after the fact, but moving forward, he did some things I like that he threw it up to the receiver downfield. He tried to get Rieger involved in the game a lot. I dug that. He kept throwing to Rieger, even though Rieger had Patrick Peterson with the that's what he had on him, right? He was draped over top of him. He kept going to him. Rieger got to step up, man. And this is what I'm talking about. It all goes back to Howie, because not saying Rieger ain't gonna be solid, but we could have had Rieger and Jefferson. We could have had two of them dudes. So the spotlight wouldn't be that much on Rieger if we had Jefferson and he was balling, or obviously DJ.
Oh, you know what? Hold on a second, because I gotta address something real quick. Ethan and Tim, take notes. This how you do it. When y'all was talking last week, talking about Jalen Hurts, and I was saying how he got all that stuff off of screens.
Yeah,
y'all made a good point, and talking about the Ethan, especially bringing out the certain things about the different passes and how many yards were per pass. And y'all was right. So I actually have to go back and retread on some of the assumptions I was making about him. For some reason, I felt like he was doing more screen passes. Yeah. But see, that's how you say I was wrong. I'm just showing y'all. This is how you own up to I was out of pocket with what I was saying, so I retract it a little bit.
But then I just did that to you.
Make sure y'all write it back. Write it down. Make sure you write that down. That's how you do it.
So Wayne, So Wayne, does that have you a little more feel better now about Jalen passing the football?
But I still felt optimistic about him. That's why I said I felt optimistic about it. But I just didn't think that it was as great as everybody made it. But then in hindsight, again, you got to look at the receivers he's throwing to, and looking at he did the best with what he had out there, and I feel encouraged by it. I do. Honestly, I think part of it is I don't want to get my hopes hyped up for this young boy and thinking like this he gonna be that one, and then we get a receiver and all of a sudden he can't throw. He throwing worm balls everywhere. I think that's my biggest problem.
I want to see if he can get down the field with a football. Like we know Wentz can throw that ball to DJ.
Exactly.
He don't have a strong arm like that. His arm is good, but it's not like Wentz. And I'm gonna
I'm gonna tell you what, you're gonna need a strong arm if you're gonna be playing in Philadelphia and playing in playoff ball, because that's was one of the problems with Nick Foles. But fortunately, during our playoff runs, for the most part, Nick Foles got to play inside and in good weather. When he played in good weather and inside domes and stuff, he could play decent. But when that wind whipping around, Nick Foles was shaky.
But the great thing about it, he's an accurate thrower, but his arm is not dominant. Like he don't have a cannon. Like Mike Vick had a cannon, as does Wentz. I always gave Wentz as far as his arm. He got an arm strong.
But the wind affects that. If you're just accurate and you don't got that strength, when that wind is whipping, it can carry that ball and a whole lot of bad happens.
So if there was some knock on him, it's just that I feel it's probably his arm strength. I'm just being truthfully honest. I do have something else.
Oh, wait. I did have something I wanted to bring up since we talking about boards in the media, right? Desean Jackson.
What about him?
I hate him.
That's my dude.
Tell me why. Wait, is that what you want to touch on, Tim? Somebody please handle that situation.
Because it's like 91. See, first of all, you know me. I'll say this first.
He was injured for real though, man.
I'm a huge Desean. I always liked Desean. You know why I like Desean? Because he reminded me
of you.
He reminded me of myself. You know, a little lighter in the hunt, fast as all get out, hands, the whole package. But not the whole package. So he reminded me of me. So I dug DJ. Exactly, all the bells. So I dug DJ. But this injury stuff, man, and now you want to come back. Like, come. I'm happy he's healthy.
Stay home. I don't even want to see him come.
Stay home. He's playing for point, he wants to play now for next year. He needs another contract.
Yeah. But what? Who are you getting a contract with? He gonna be with us?
If Eagles give Desean another contract, I'm gonna lose.
He got another year. He's gonna be released, but if they can restructure it and give him like
$500,000
for what?
He still got
He still what?
He still got lightness. He's still fast.
Speed don't mean nothing if you can't get on the field. He's been off the field for like 3 straight years.
Your best ability is your ability.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Tim, you were saying that about Wentz. Now all of a sudden you cool with Desean not playing?
You cool with somebody just playing 2 games and taking up a spot on your depth chart, mind you.
Yeah,
and not playing.
If he was let go at this point, is okay because he really only played like 3 games in 2 years. So I can't be angry. I can't. I'm a fan.
He missed a lot of games with Tampa Bay too, didn't he?
Yeah,
he did. He missed a lot of games with Tampa. He missed a lot of games with Washington. This is why I said. Remember, I said at the last 4 years he hasn't played. Look at the stats. I don't think he played more than 10 games in the last 4 years. Each season, I'm saying. So my thing is, I knew that's why I was so adamant about this year. I knew him and Alshon wasn't going to play more than 8 games. I said that. Okay. It didn't surprise me. That's why I was shocked they even brought him back. However, I like Desean. I wish him the best. He brought me many happy memories with him, Vic, Desean. I mean, and Shady and all that. The kids even had a song, Shady, Michael, Vic, Desean Jackson. They used to sing around the house when the Eagles was balling. He my man. However, his time is up. Stay home, rest yourself up, get yourself ready for next year. Hopefully another team will pick you up, but it better not be us.
Before we go, it is something else we need to address this week too. Y'all boy, Brandon Graham made the Pro Bowl.
Congratulations. We gotta do our podcast picks and everything, but go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. He made the Pro Bowl, and that's cute. That's nice.
Big up BG.
Yeah,
that's my guy.
That man ain't been seen in 7 weeks. He been on the back of a milk guy. He been on the back of a milk cart for 7 weeks.
BG's my guy.
I like Brandon Graham.
No. Honestly though, as a person and even as a player, I do like certain what made me like Brandon Graham was last year when they had the Eagles thing that was on Netflix and everything, and like when they was following the Eagles and doing interviews. If you didn't like Brandon Graham after that, then you know what I'm saying you just wasn't an Eagles fan.
Oh, I didn't see that. It's on Netflix. You said?
Oh yeah, that joint. For last season. Oh, that joint was nice. I like that.
Was it Prime? Was it Prime?
Oh no, my fault. It was on Prime. It was on Prime. Yeah, on Prime.
Oh, I gotta check it out.
Oh yeah, that joint was nice though. But they followed like he was one of the ones that was mic'd up a lot. And as a person, you appreciate what he do. But on the field, and this was my thing that I said about him back then, we talking about he had 7 sacks. And remember we was talking like BG, he's in the sack leaders. And I said, what I said was going to happen. He's going to pad them stats early, and then he's going to fade off because this is what he does every year. And I haven't seen him in like 5-6 weeks.
No,
listen. I hate to use this as an example, but BG my guy. I say he's my guy. But BG is the prime example of how the Eagles draft for decades. Instead of taking Pierre-Paul, who has a way better career than BG, we take BG. This is just how we listen. I love BG.
He might still have his finger if we drafted him.
That's like Rieger. Rieger might have a decent career, but the other boy that's sitting up there and made the Pro Bowl in his rookie year, Jefferson was the stud.
I got before we get to our podcast picks. Before we get into our podcast picks, I also want to give a little love, a little shout out to the boy Quid Talib and the way he called the game, because a lot of people was kind of hating on his commentary, but I thought it was kind of refreshing. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. Every time he said Maine, I thought of Terrence Howard. I was like, yo, Terrence Howard's back that joint. Like, come on, Maine. Like,
you know what? You know what? And to keep it a being, a lot of people ain't used to that type of realism. Like a lot of people used to hearing the quote unquote authentic radio voice. You know what I'm saying?
Like most of your friends,
WZZP. Like when you watch the news, like even notice when you watch the news,
like Chris Collinsworth. How you doing?
I mean, and I like Collinsworth. I think he calls a very good game. But my thing is, that don't mean Talib can't call a good game. I think he called an excellent game. To be honest with you, it's like when you watch the news, you see these dudes. I'm Kenneth Moulton from. It's like what? Where? Like, who is this? Right. I mean, it's like them boys, and it's like that's been the standard for being a radio or a TV personality to have this quote unquote educated sounding voice with no slang and nothing like that. But truth be told, I think that was the NBC or Fox that had him on there. Was that Fox?
I think that was a CBS.
I think whoever it was,
Fox.
I think they got the idea a little bit for real from when Snoop was on the when he called the whatchamacallit on Instagram, and everybody kind of liked that a little bit, the realism, of it, the relatableness, I guess, of it. To me, that's what Talib Akib brought to it. It was a relatableness that I like, because I don't.
It was a naturalness to it. It was
I don't talk.
And the thing is, he'll get better.
But you know what's funny though, because I think that what's the name does the same thing. Like Gronk, if you ever listen to Gronk when he talks, Gronk comes on and he just talks like he hanging out with you and talks to you. But see, because we know what it is. We know why a lot of people didn't like Talib's presence.
Yes, it's diction. It's the ethnic diction. To be honest with you, I mean, not to
not to go down that road, but you know what it is. It's like that's not considered
mainstream
and
mainstream type deal. So, but I thought I loved it. I thought he did good, man. I enjoyed it. So, I mean, hopefully we'll see more of it going forward with him. But and I hope it'll open opportunities for other dudes who just don't have that that sounding voice. Yeah. I mean, to get on with it. But I dug it though.
I'm coming up, man.
I tell you one thing, y'all stunk it up last week.
And you still behind.
But the boy Tim did not.
Listen, what we got to do, to be honest with you, somebody needs to go back and look at all the picks and sure Tim won.
I'm questioning some of these records, man. I thought I had more wins than that.
Well, we already know.
I gotta look at Tim's again because I know.
Yeah, man. I gotta look at his picks from last week.
Which one did you get wrong, Tim?
I don't really.
The only one I got wrong is we all got this one wrong. Raiders versus Chargers.
Yeah, we all got the Raiders.
So you got all the other ones right on, Tim.
Every last one of them. As far as Dolphins, I picked the Dolphins. I picked the Chiefs. I picked the Bears. I picked Seattle. So I mean, it is what it is. Y'all stunk it. Y'all stunk it up. I didn't. I went 4-1.
When you got the picture up already, you looking at it?
I was watching it as it was going on. I think you're right though.
And here's what I do know. I'm one game off a win. I got 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
I cut your lead. You had like a really huge lead, and I just cut it. I just wiped it away. One game.
What I had a 3-game lead, now I got a 1-game lead.
You got a 1-game lead.
You cut 2 games. Whoop the what Derek Coleman say? Whoop de do.
La-dee-da.
La-dee-da.
Oh, why don't you should put the Green Bay Green Bay Titans game on. They play this week, don't they? That would have been a good game.
Why do you have the Eagles Cowboys on here? Didn't we say we're not doing the Eagles games?
Take the Eagles game off, replace it with Green Bay Titans.
Green Bay Titans. They play together?
Yeah, they play this week.
He's a hard-headed something.
That's a nice game, Eagles Cowboys. All right, so we're gonna replace that with
Green Bay and the Titans.
But like you said, that's a nice game. 2 trash teams.
They fighting for that.
We are fighting for playoff lives. We need too much to happen. I don't think that's going to happen.
Jalen to make it happen.
He make everybody better.
If we don't win the playoffs, then I'm blaming Jalen.
Really?
Me too. Yep. I'm giving Jalen 60% of the blame. I'm giving Carson 20%.
No, I'm giving Jalen and I'm giving Doug 40.
Okay.
No, wait, 30 because the Schwartz guy gets something.
That's about Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Always like blaming Miles Sanders. What's going on with Zeke? I heard Zeke's falling out of favor over there in Dallas.
He injured right now, and the young boy they got replaced him. He actually got more strength and power, and they like him.
Would y'all take a Zeke over here? We won't run that type offense.
We don't run. It'd be a waste of.
I would, but would they?
I
would take Zeke too, but I don't think we're gonna run him enough to pay him the money that he makes.
Yeah. We running up against the clock.
All right, let's go. I take the. This is gonna be tough. I think the Vikings might be able to pull this out, but I'm gonna go to Saints.
What? The Vikings stink.
I'm going Saints too.
Yo, when the Saints.
I'm telling you, I got a sneaky suspicion that Vikings gonna come out and actually try to win that game.
I think I'm going Vikings.
Wish McCoy ain't been looking good. Drew Brees ain't been looking good either.
Yeah. What you got, Ethan?
Going to Saints. Y'all must be crazy. Drew Brees. You think Kirk Cousins has been looking good? He's terrible.
I'm going with the Colts.
Dang, I was going to go to Colts too.
Colts. I think
Steelers right now are in complete free fall.
They are in free fall. What you got on Wayne?
Colts. I've been going with the Colts all season.
Okay.
No, you didn't. You only started going to Colts for me. Ethan started going with Colts.
I'm going with the Steelers.
You're right. I've been going Colts.
I like their coach. He going to pull them out the hole.
All right. Steelers goes. They struggle. I don't know about Titans versus Green Bay.
I'm taking Green Bay.
I feel like I'm not spelling it right.
Yeah, you got it right.
Green Bay.
I mean, it's 2 words, but you spelled it right.
Okay.
You could just put the Packers.
Oh, wait, maybe it is 1 word. I don't know. It might be 1 word.
Oh man, I
got put the Packers.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Packers. That sounds better.
I'm going with where it's in Green Bay. Sunday night game. I'm going with the Titans. Derrick Henry going to run for about $180.
I ain't mad at that pick.
Ethan, what you got?
I got the Titans.
I'm going Titans too.
Dang, I don't like Wayne being out there because if he win, he only one get to win. Switch me to the Packers.
Don't do that.
No.
You don't want that because then we're going to have all 3 the same picks, so you ain't going to catch it.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, who you got now?
The Rams and Seahawks.
Yeah.
Another one.
I'm going Rams.
I did have the Titans and Packers. I just had them in my last game.
Oh.
Man.
Oh, my bad. I didn't see him up there. The screen wasn't big enough.
All right.
How don't you know what you picked?
Because he's a simple.
Well, I'm going back to
dude. He's a simple cat.
Who you got for the Rams and Seahawks?
I told you I'm going Rams.
I'm going Seahawks. All right, let me get another game for you, Tim. Besides the Eagles and Cowboys. So scratch that Titans versus Packers thing off of it since you already got it.
All right, who you got?
Yo, Miami and Raiders would be a good one.
That's what I was about to say. Dolphins, Raiders. I think the Giants going to beat the Ravens.
No, don't say that. We need them to lose. Remember, didn't you pick Washington last week?
Yeah.
Hey,
Washington almost pulled it off too.
No, they didn't.
Or you
Well,
can go
Bills,
You know,
Patriots.
Bills, Patriots. You know, I'm taking Bills if we do.
I might go with
Patriots in
Cam.
free fall.
Cam.
Patriots in free
I'm gonna go
fall.
Seattle. Who y'all going?
I'm going Seattle.
We know you talking about what game y'all want to pick.
You already got the Seahawks up there. He asking who y'all taking on
Seattle.
No, I'm talking about the next game. He's talking about to swap the Titans Packers game out.
No, he said Seattle, so we can't swap it with Seattle because that's a
No. I'm talking about what other game do y'all want though?
I told you already. I said Miami or Raiders. Miami and Raiders.
Didn't
Miami
the Raiders just like fire Didn't Raiders just fire somebody or something?
That's a Saturday night game too. Yeah, they fired the defense coordinator, I think. Let's go with Miami and the Raiders then. I can rock with that.
Miami Raiders. Who y'all? That's gonna be easy. Everybody
I'm going Miami.
I'm going Raiders.
You going Raiders?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Raiders gonna win. I mean, Miami is favorite. Raiders need this one. I'm going Raiders.
I gotta take a picture because I be forgetting who I picked.
I'm going Miami. They took care of me last week.
No, they didn't. They lost to Kansas City last week.
Miami? No,
Miami played
Who they play
Saints and KC played. When the Saints and KC? They
played the
Miami
Patriots.
played Dolphins last week.
They played.
Miami played
they
Dolphins?
played Patriots. They played the Patriots.
All right.
Miami played Dolphins.
Right.
All right, y'all. So we out. Any final thoughts? Little shout out to the Bull Kevin Green. They lost the Hall of Fame linebacker this week.
Yeah.
He was like, I always remember him. Like, he one of the players that you remember when you was a kid.
Yep. Him and Greg Lloyd used to be demolishing balls.
Oh yeah, him and Greg Lloyd be monsters.
Yeah. So shout out to him for his family. May rest in peace.
Yeah.
We be on after the game.
How old was he? He was young. Was he like 58 or something like that?
Like 50s, yeah, in his 50s.
Yeah.
That's too young, man.
It is. It really is.
Did they say what it was? He got the Rona or something? Wow.
I have no idea. But y'all can catch us on Spotify, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
Obviously. Oh, man, I forgot to address that dude on Ben Simmons. You know what? Never mind.
All right, but we definitely would catch y'all after the game on Sunday. Hopefully it's a win. Hopefully they take care of business and Redskins to get that L from the Panthers, and we talking playoff back.
When 60 play again?
Giants need that.
Saturday.
I need that L from them.
We play Saturday?
Yes.
Yep.
You might sneak peek another show because I want to address somebody in the comments about Ben Simmons.
Hey, post. That's what we
I
said.
thought
We
we
just
said
we said Saturday
after the game.
After
I
the
didn't
game.
hear y'all. My fault. I was thinking
not
about
reliable.
I was thinking about what I wanted to think about.
All right. Thank y'all for
All right.
again, thanks for listening. We out.
Deuces.